Tonight we have 3 brand new free agents for your Justice Hunters themes, from K9 to Dragontail, even to Yummy. So let's get into it and let's talk about them. So first off, we have a brand new Dragoon, being Sacramentum Dragoon. It is a light level 8 Dark Dragon Fusion effect monster with 3000 attack and 1500 defense. It takes a dragon and a spellcaster monster, so literally you could just use your Dragoon materials for this, which is absolutely crazy. You could use it with other things that we're going to be getting in the future, along with playing it in things like Branded and Dragontail, and even Dragon Maid. Because you can even use something like an Effective Veiler for the material, and it's also useful in Blue Eyes because your decks are full of dragon and spellcasters. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn, and it loses 100 attack for each of your banished cards. Your opponent's special summon dragon and spellcaster monsters cannot activate their effects while this fusion summon card is in the monster zone. Being able to lock your opponent out from using dragon and spellcaster effects are literally great, because against Blue Eyes they can't use their Dragon Spirit of Light, and they can't really use any of their monsters that they summon back, which is really good. Against Branded, it shuts off things like your Blazing Cartesia, it shuts off stuff like Albion or Lubellion, so there's that to think of. And you can target one dragon and spellcaster monster in your graveyard, special summon one of them, and if you do, place the other to the bottom of the deck, so you have some form of recursion on your turn, so going into your opponent's turn you have materials on the field to fuse away, or even just make room for interruption plays. So I definitely think that Branded's going to slot nicely into Dragontail now, but we'll have to see what happens later. Next up we have Valon the Psychic Skyblaster. It's a rank 5 Dark Psychic Exceed effect monster with 2500 attack and 2200 defense. It takes 2 level 5 monsters, and you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change it to face-down defense position. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one set card, destroy it. So this card is relatively good with something like, you guessed it, Ultimate Slayer. Being able to send this to bounce back a Ryziel Detonator is very, very good. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what this thing can do, because you can also use it in Unchained, being able to use the second ability to pop your own back row. Now, I do think that this is going to be a ultra rare for sure in the future for us, but we'll have to see what happens there. Now, one of the things I do want to note is that you can use this card with Nadir Servant to search something like a Fleur-de-Lis, and just being able to send it off of that is really, really good. So honestly, it's a really powerful Exceed monster, and I cannot wait to see how impactful it's going to be, because with the K9 engine of running your, I think it's your Lupus and the one monster, I think it's like 17, because I know you run 17 Ripper and Nash Knight with Dark Nash Knight. You're going to be able to run this as well with the engine in a multitude of decks that could utilize it as a, if your opponent's going first, your turn, their turn engine. So we'll have to wait and see on that. And finally, we have an upgraded form to the VJump promo that OCG recently received, being Ukano Mitsun no Onari. It is a like 2 Link Beast effect monster, 1500 attack that points bottom left, and or bottom and left, not bottom left. So sorry about that. 2 light monsters, including a beast monster, Fabled, Yummy, even Ancient Fairy Dragon. So you have 3 options, 3 different decks that you can use it in. You can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can target one quick play spell card in your graveyard, set it. Literally Yummy support. Your opponent cannot target cards in the field zone with card effects. Yummy support. And if this card is destroyed, you could choose the following effects up to the number of cards in the field zone and apply them in sequence. You cannot choose the same effect twice. Destroy one card your opponent controls and inflict 1500 damage to your opponent. So realistically, when you're looking at it, it depends on where in the game you are. If you're closer to time, you want to inflict damage to them. But if you're in game 1, or if your game 1 went fast in your game 2, you're definitely going to be using that second effect. Overall, this is a very powerful Link 2 monster that Yummy is going to be having access to, along with Ancient Fairy Dragon, and giving Fabled a Link 2 that does this is actually really good. But overall, I definitely think all three of these brand new cards, the free agents for the Justice Hunter themes, are really great, and I'm hoping we get an announcement for that set soon, hopefully probably tomorrow or Friday, to see when we're going to be getting it, because I would love to test for that format, which is most likely for us going to be Duelist Advance Plus. So we're going to be on the same page as OCG around the time in August, minus a few cards here and there. But overall, I think I really love these three cards. But anyways, I want to know what you guys think about these three cards. Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video.